Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. You can't make shit up, man. These guys are a gift that keeps on giving. Really, really. I mean, they know that most of our fellow humans are baboons. And they are pushing forward. Why? Because people like you and I will figure things out. But we're not a majority. We are not their target. Their target are the baboons who are going to vote. Numerous enough. That's the problem. They're enough. The number is big enough to outvote us, the smart ones. Anyway, I laughed when I read this little title in this article coming from Financial Times via the New Voice of Ukraine, because first it confirms something I said many times before, and that is when NATO will lose, in reality, they will say, no, actually, we won. NATO will never say it lost, and it will lose in Ukraine. But we'll find out with time. Let me show you and let me read for you the title of this article. You can make shit up, man. Right there. Financial Times sources say Ukraine should declare victory, accept frozen conflict. So, what do you mean you declare victory? Did you look over the map? I mean, really, did you look over the map? You declare victory. Okay, you can declare victory, you can be delusional, and then accept frozen conflict. Whoa. What do you mean? It's like, for instance, you go and you smack someone, and then you start running. That someone runs after you, grabs you by your collar, keeps punching you in the face, and you say, no, stop, I don't fight you. Well, it's not about you. Wait until I satisfy my little lust for love, as Israel does in Gaza right now. When Israel is going to be fulfilling its special military operation as the Russians, then the United States will say, are you done? Yeah, okay, hey. And Israel will say, all right, now let me wash my hands. And yes, what were you saying, United States of America? We said stop. Okay, we stopped. The same here. It's not when Ukraine or NATO says things will stop. Russia will fulfill its four reasons why. I know they invaded unprovoked. The four, I got the right number this time. The four reasons why they claim they invaded. It's not up to Ukraine to say, you know what, we froze the conflict because we say so. No more fighting, we say, and we won. No, my boy, no. Russia will get the four things. And after Russia gets the four things, then Russia is going to reconstruct Ukraine. Ukraine is going to be neutral. United States will not have weapons over there. NATO will not come near Ukraine or in Ukraine, and so on. The problem is this. Even if the Russians conquer the entire territory of Ukraine, which is not their goal, let's say they conquer it. Even then, I guarantee you, the Western history books will claim NATO won together with Ukraine. And the Russians lost. Why? Because they're going to find something to say they did. And they're going to deal with the baboons, and the baboons will be like, what exactly happened? I don't care. Give me the Coke. Pass me the Coke. Or the beer. Which one comes faster? So this is how these guys are going to switch the narrative. And they say it with exact words. I said this before because it was normal. I know these people. I know how they operate. Look at this. Some of Ukraine's most ardent Western supporters are now talking about the need for Kiev to accept a frozen conflict and declare victory, the Financial Times reported on December. They accept. What about the other side? In a fight, is not only one side, and I'm quoting, we, who's we? Have to flip the narrative and say that Putin has failed, says one former US official. Yes, that's gonna work. With the baboons, it will work. Okay, so Ukraine goes into the new year short of ammunition, money, and diplomatic support, the Financial Times says. Underlying these critical shortages, there is another important deficiency. The country and its Western backers no longer have a conviction convincing theory of victory unless they can come up with one. They can come with more than one. Western support for Ukraine will continue to waver. So, my friends, but the counteroffensive failed. We know that one. So we have to. The Ukrainians might make a deal. No, the Americans will tell them to make a deal, I guess. So now the South Koreans. We're not going to go to South Korea model. They think, these guys think that the Russians will agree with the South Korea model. No, they will not. The South Korea model, as you know, is we divide the peninsula, the people, the same people. We divide them in two because we can. And we take over the southern part of Korea, like we're going to take over the western part of Ukraine, and Russia will have the eastern part of Ukraine. It ain't gonna happen. Russia got into it, it's not gonna come out. I told you that little joke that my English friend, his name starts with a J, used to tell me a long time ago. He was an Englishman, Britannia, but he was an Englishman. He was making fun of, no offense intended here, okay? I will tell you when I want to insult someone, okay? No insult intended here. But he was making jokes on the Scots, on the Irish, on the Welsh, Romanians. He used to call me hairy, sweaty Romanian. Well, okay, I'm sweaty, I'm hairy, so what the fuck? You know, hair shows, okay, do you have anything on your chest? No, fuck off. Ew. Anyway, jokes with me and Jay. So anyway, he was making jokes on everyone. He told me one time when he flew over Romania that when the how do you call them now? No, don't call them stewardesses, whatever. Said that the flight attendant announced that we're flying over the territory of Romania. He went and he used the restroom. Funny. So let's go to the joke about the Irish. He had a problem with the Irish. He had a problem with everybody but with the Brits. With the English, my bad. Because he said when the Great Britain does something good, we call them English. English did it. When Great Britain or England does something bad, we call them British. So he said that an Irish guy wanted to swim across the English Channel, to prove how strong he is. He got halfway, he got tired, and he turned around, instead of going the other half. So the same here. The Russians are not going to do that. The Russians are in it. They're going to go all the way. They're going to say, okay, we have all these guys that you say were killed, like almost 400,000 people. You impose so many sanctions. Nice try. And now we just negotiate with you. And you're going to take half of it. We're going to take half of it. We negotiate. I guarantee you, if these guys are going to do that, they're tards. Full retards. Right there. I'm telling you that. No, you go all the way, and then after you got the piece of bread, the loaf of bread, say, okay, now I'm going to cut you some slices. I'm going to slice it. This is for you. This is for you. This is for not you and not you. That's how you do it. You're not going to be like, oh, okay, now that I'm already bloodied and with bruised and my population, and you try to pull a Gaddafi on me, talking about Putin, now I'm going to get the loaf and I'm going to share it with you, United States, that a minute ago you wanted to pull a Gaddafi on me. No. But you never know. I watched a video last night. I watched it. It was on Facebook, came as a Twitter, but not Twitter. TikTok, which I don't go in TikTok. I don't have any in TikTok. So anyway, over there was Putin calling again 2 days ago or 1 day ago, calling the Americans partners. Someone go and smack Putin for me. He called the Americans partners again. Those are not your partners. If they could, they will celebrate with champagne and they will do this the moment they're gonna see the videos like they saw Gaddafi. Remember what the former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton did when she was announced during that interview that Gaddafi is dead. It was like we saw he's dead. Her belly like Jesus Christ. That's how I saw her. Go and watch the video. That's exactly how these guys will show up and if Putin gets a Gaddafi. And don't fool yourselves. That's exactly what these guys would like to see. Gaddafi on Putin, Gaddafi on Medvedev, Gaddafi on Lavrov, on Zakharova, Morov, and so on. And Putin calls them yesterday or the day before partners. Anybody? Please go and smack the guy for me. Anyway, here is, my friends. These guys will never admit they lost. Never. The Russians, if the Russians lose somehow, or they don't accomplish somehow, and Putin is still in power, they will not agree that they lost either. And because you remember, the history is written by victors, the people who win. That's why in the Second World War we have all these, how do you call those? Heroes, in Warsaw Ghetto and in over there in the landing and D-Day, and we got all that, and we got the other sides who is all evil, without maybe Romwell sometime or whomever tried to blow up Hitler. Remember, what's his name? I can't remember, the colonel, whatever, with one patch, something like that. Anyway, you saw Tom Cruise movie? Okay, that guy. Oh, he was a nobility, the guy. So he had an extra reason to don't like the Adolf. All right, my friends, remember, we will never win. No, I'm sorry. We will never lose. We'll never surrender. We will fight on the beaches. We'll find our landing ground, and we will never surrender. Get some whiskey. Are you still there, baby doll? Oh, he's not coming out? Okay. Like the little turtle got in. Oh, man, I didn't drink anything, so I just put myself in a good mood when I talk about certain situations, because I have a certain kind of imagination. So when I talk about things, I see it. So when I see Hillary, that's exactly how I see her. Like you, oh my God. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Oh, shoot.